Madam Speaker, last Friday I was pleased to attend the annual Bravehearts Thankshoe lunch, a wonderful chance for the staff at Bravehearts to say thanks to their many dedicated supporters and reflect on their achievements for the past year. I particularly want to acknowledge Hetty Johnson and Carol Ronkin and the team at Bravehearts for all their hard work. Madam Deputy Speaker, as you know that on July 1st last year the LNP government announced a commission of inquiry into child protection for Queensland. Since then, the federal government has followed suit and announced a royal commission into child protection and institutional care. Though I'm no longer the Assistant Minister for Child Safety, my passion for child protection is extremely strong, and I'll continue to work with Bravehearts and the government to make Queensland the safest place in Australia to raise a child. The commissioners have been asked, for the Federal Commission, have been asked to review institutional responses to allegations and incidents of child sexual abuse and related matters. Institutions have been defined as any public or private body, agency, association, club, institution, organisation or other entity or group of entities that does not include a family. Well, while I'm pleased that this inquiry is taking place to address some serious systemic failings in Australian institutions, there is so much more that needs to be done to address the issue of abuse, both inside and outside of institutions. The Australian Institute of Criminology found that 11% of children under the age of 15 were abused by a stranger. This is the smallest group of children offended against by perpetrators. 30% of children were sexually abused by a male relative other than the victim's father or stepfather. 16% were abused by a family friend, 15% by an acquaintance or a neighbour, and 15% by another person, and 13% by the father or a stepfather. It is absolutely crucial that this inquiry extend beyond the investigation of children in institutional care. Madam Deputy Speaker, I was pleased last Friday to stand with the Minister Tracy Davis, and we were both honoured to accept on behalf of the Queensland Government a Platinum Thankshoe Award from Bravehearts for the state government's work in supporting a number of significant initiatives like the new two strikes policy that was introduced last year, some of the toughest legislation for child sex offenders in Australia, and then just this week we passed further legislation in respect of child grooming, exploitation and dangerous drugs. As I close, Madam Deputy Speaker, I also want to pay tribute to some other award recipients, to the Von Vibra family from Southport, Warren, Sally and their son Wade, who through their motor dealership are raising money to support Bravehearts, and I couldn't pass the minute to acknowledge Claude Harvey, the mower man who has raised over $500,000 pushing a lawnmower for this incredible charity.
Call the member for